grind. New York City time, another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired.
All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and our home team. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Down! 180!
Mike's Fofo.
Coming for you!
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 22-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
I'm coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo!
White!
On second down, Jacobs. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
You think you gonna get this? Later one. You think you gonna get this? You're mine.
47's the mic.
Shotgun now for Carr.
Watch the twist.
He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 49-yard line.
Any day.
Later one.
Watch twist.
Carr going up top. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one good for 37 yards. Well, how about the passing numbers so far on this first drive?
Oh, no doubt about it. They're flinging it around pretty successfully. And look at the start. The confidence level that we see in him rising because he's hit a few early. And how about the last one? The big shot right there.
A quick throw out wide, caught by Robinson. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That's on Kelechi Osemele, the guard.
Boys, bring it up.
Down. 180.
44's the mic.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
Check three.
That's it.
Now Carr. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Von Miller in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point.
734. Express.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
Protein spill. Under crunch.
$6.94.
Fo's the Mike. Mike's Fo.
Express.
Night, sweetheart. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
What's up?
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. Ebron caught left side. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down. And his kick is indeed good. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go now. Get the flag. Watch the out.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
First down, Broncos.
Here we go.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Now watch run.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conley. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Right Monday down.
General West.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Hey,
Down.
47, check.
180. 180, we're good. 185. Express.
Stay at home.
On first down, it's Jacobs. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
93.
Hey, High 7.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Carr. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And that is incomplete.
Carr's pass intended for Allen Robinson. Incomplete. Kareem Jackson on the coverage.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. On the left hash, officially, it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. And that'll do it for the first quarter of play. 6-0 our score after 1. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. On the double.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They are still in search of their first points of the ball game, but only down 6-0 as they begin with a first down.
Watch 18. 18's the money go.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
At the 26-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you. Check 30. Zone. Put up.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down.
Let's go one more. Go. 34 is the mic. 34 is the mic. Here we go.
They'll set up to throw. Jordan Reed has it. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
Watch 18. 18.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Patrick Onwuasor up to make the tackle.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Here's 2nd and 8. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Here we go.
34's the mic. 34's the mic. He's coming. Check him. Stay with your man.
Back to throw. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively. Brings up 4th down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline.
All day. Over first and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And their two drives thus far both led to points, albeit both field goals, so the lead just 6-0, but the ability to move the ball is evident.
Well, that's, heartening, as they say, but it's not what they're about. What they're about is putting the ball in the end zone and putting sixes on the board. So if you're the offensive coordinator, you like what you're doing, but you don't love it. You've got to find a way to ring that bell. Then you can have a little self-satisfied grin. Right now, a little more determination is needed.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. The Raiders on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Easy. Kill.
From the gun, it's Carr.
It's our time.
Aguilar has it. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down.
Crunch.
Carr now on first down. To the right side to Eric Ebron. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
Hey, we're good. 185. Raider 9.
First down.
Hey, Echo.
From midfield, here's Carr. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Hey, 734. Get down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
General, West, 7. You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares.
They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. A give, running right, Lindsey.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Out of the gun now on third down. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 21 yards there on third down.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
Let's go, hey. Go Mike 34.
They'll run on first down. Lindsey trying to run inside, but nothing there. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Second and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again second and 10.
I got you, son. I got you, son.
Second and 10. And this one complete to Reed. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 34-yard line.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's first and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. 6-6.
Mike 34, Mike 34.
Scoop, scoop, scoop. It's a party now. Woo! 30 seconds.
They're going to look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on first and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on second and 10.
Check hot route. Hot, hot. 61. Match box. Light.
They'll set up a throw. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. Broncos with their first trip to the red zone thus far. This is first and goal from about the 8.
Here we go. Mike 7. Mike 7.
They'll look to throw again. This will be caught at about the 5. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal.
Big edge. Mike 7.
You got nothing.
Second and 5. That's going to be caught by Reed for a Bronco touchdown. Jordan Reed, as the first half is winding down, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Extra point right down the middle. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown.
The Raiders take over.
Let's go. Let's do it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
Greystone travel.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Double tight, double tight.
Hey, boys, we got 4 down. Check.
Express.
47's the money.
The final shot here before half for Carr. It's caught by Aguilar. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So we're at halftime with our score 7-6 in a tough-fought first half. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway.
We played to win. Let's go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Here's Jacobs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Shotgun now for Carr. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go, baby.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time, 1 play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
22. Jet. Bomber.
You got 4. Mike 7. Mike 7. We own them.
Freeman again. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Looking to throw. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 58 yards.
First down, Denver.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Watch 18. Hey, yo. You. Off.
On first down, it's Lindsay. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
At the 14-yard line.
Let's go. Go to base. Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
Mike 18. Mike 18.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
2nd and 11. And his throw is incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Dante Fowler in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. A field goal try forthcoming now for the Broncos. And this one a 41-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Come off the ball hard. He's coming.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I saw Von Miller in college at Texas A&M, and all I kept hearing about was his speed off the edge to the quarterback. But what impressed me, his balance and his ability to take on blocks and be a force in the run game, as we just saw there.
Watch the edge.
On 2nd and 12, Carr nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Hey, keep it up. 44, Mike, 44. You don't want it? You don't want none of it. Give me it.
734.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And that is incomplete. Well, you were just alluding to it. They had the lead. Don't try anything silly. Run the ball, but they opted to throw it incomplete.
And now the punt, as a result, is really compressed, isn't it? So the mechanics have to be perfect. Snap, and he's got to get rid of it fast.
Here's more on the return. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10.
Set, ready. 15-90. 15-90. Block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. Showing A. Showing A. 80 weapon.
SOS. 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 SOS.
Check, 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 check. Check, 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 check.
They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 47-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll look to throw here. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Darryl Worley. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason, it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Now a dump off here complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. Running on 1st down, Eckler. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Robinson's got it. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Well, a clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. So the solid run on 1st, and I would imagine no real hurry to run that 2nd down play.
No, it's all in your quarterback now. He's going to keep an eye on the play clock and bleed things down, and he's not going to let the ball be snapped until it's inside 3 seconds left on the play clock. Unless, of course, you're playing a video game, you're trying to run it up on your friend.
Nice touch. Cold-blooded, too.
What's up?
Mike's 47. Mike's 47.
Express.
On 2nd down now. It's Jacobs. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
I'm going to hit you all.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
The Raiders on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. Oh, no, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, That's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Hey, motion. Watch 18. 18's the mic all day. Short.
They'll run on first down. Lindsey. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Delta. Come to my world.
Mike 18.
Here we go. Let's bring it. Ready, go.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Dante Fowler. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
It's second down.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Watch the screen. High seven.
He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19.
Let's go. Hey, go Mike 34.
Get ready. 34's the mic. He's coming. Check him. All you get is a headache. Ready.
They'll look to throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over.
Down. Mike's 180. 180. We're good. That's it.
On first down, Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Rush in. Wide. Get wide. Check 26. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
Jacobs now. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
He can run. Oh, no, he lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If the ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
You're not ready.
Express.
Take it.
Fight down.
Joker.
Express. Hey, 734.
They go with Jacobs. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Broncos will take over on downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He'll look to throw. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Back to throw. And this is caught. He hits more. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down.
Check 3, check 6, pull it,
On 1st down, it's Lindsey. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Here we go. Check, set, 34, 34. Here we go. Haywood.
He'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked by Darryl Worley. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Now a carry for Jacobs. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
We're good. That's it.
On 2nd down, it's Jacobs. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
brings up third.
So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the home team here, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for Denver, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.